Warning, this review contains footage from other people's gameplay videos of Sonic R because Sass doesn't have a capture device yet. Watch at your own risk. Man, Sonic had a rough time in the Saturn era. Sonic X-treme was supposed to be the killer app for the system but got cancelled. Then they were developing a 3D Sonic platformer for it but shifted to the Dreamcast. And we never saw another main Sonic game until Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast was released. Unless you count Sonic 3D Blast, aka Sonic 3D in Europe, as a main Sonic platformer game for the Saturn, but that one isn't in full 3D. There were only 3 Sonic games for the system: Sonic 3D Blast, an isometric platformer; Sonic Jam, a compilation of the Sonic Mega Drive games with an actual 3D portion of the game, which is just composed of challengers, and was also released to the failed Tiger Gamecom, and the game that I'm looking at today, Sonic R. Anyways, it's a racing game with most of the characters not driving cars. It was developed by Traveler's Tales, who made LEGO games, and was released in Europe in December 1997, 6 months after the PAL release of Mario Kart 64. It was released for the Saturn, no surprise there, ported to the PC, and it was also one of the 3 main attractions in the Sonic Gems collection. The others being Sonic the Fighters and Sonic CD, which is the only classic gem worth playing. I have it for the PS2, so I'll play it there. If you don't believe me, here's a clip of the disc inserted in the console. There are some usual modes for a racing game. You have single player, multiplayer, and time trial, which has modes like normal time trial, reverse time trial, capture the balloons, and tag mode. There are 9 characters to choose from, with 4 of them being unlocked by default. You have the usual like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, Metal Sonic, and Amy. Then there's the obscure ones like Metal Knuckles, Egg Robo from Sonic 3, and Tails Doll. I don't get the scariness of it. Eggman just made it out of boredom without any effort. There are 5 tracks in the game, and I don't like it. It ain't enough for a paid racing game. Ridge Racer Vita? Get out. Daytona USA on Saturn? I expected to have more tracks than the arcade version. GT4 Prologue? Okay, I forget of it because it's just a paid demo. What I'm saying is that it's a lackluster of a track selection.
Ready, set, go!
Shit, I forgot to turn off the lyrics.
Can you see the sun shining on
me? Yes, folks, this is one of the most unfitting soundtracks for a racing game ever. The songs are alright though, but still, not fitting. The only song in the game that I find most fitting is Supersonic Racing.
Everybody supersonic racing, try to keep your feet right on the ground. When you're supersonic racing, there's no time to look around.
If you can't stand the out of place lyrics, you can just turn them off, but still, it's like listening to Baker Street on the radio while road killing people on GTA 5. The controls suck. Instead of using X to accelerate, you either press the up button or move up in the left analog stick. Makes sense for most characters who isn't driving a vehicle, but does it on the opposite side. Still, it doesn't make sense to make up the accelerate button. The other game that uses up as the accelerate button is Cell Damage Overdrive, a PS2 exclusive, PAL exclusive version of, well, self-damage. The handling sucks too. They seem like they have a big turning circle when running, making a sharp turn a hassle, even when slowing down. Maybe that's why Sonic was driving a car in Sonic Drift and Sonic All-Stars Racing. Amy seems to be the worst. Despite her car having a hovercraft mode, she has the worst handling of the 9 characters. Each character has its own special ability when you press X. Sonic can double jump, Tails can fly for a short period, Knuckles can glide, Amy can boost her car at the cost of the handling, and Eggman can use his bomb to slow down his opponents. I don't know much about the other 4, but I'm guessing that Metal Sonic can double jump, Metal Knuckles can glide, Egg Robo can shoot, and Tails Doll can, I don't know, do jump scares or something. Or maybe he just jumps one time. During the race, you collect greens to unlock shortcuts or Chaos Emerald routes. Oh hey, this game has exploration prior to Diddy Kong Racing. To earn a Chaos Emerald, you have to get either 20 or 50 rings to unlock an Emerald route, then pick it up. That's it, right? Wrong! You have to win the race after that. At least it's fair. Get all 7, you unlock Supersonic, which replaces Sonic instead of being a separate character if you press up or down while highlighting Sonic. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Super Sonic is the most OP character in the game. You can walk on water, he's faster than everyone, he can handle very well. He's more OP than freaking Oddjob! Also, it always plays Super Sonic version when you play as him. Like I said earlier, there are 5 unlockable characters in the game. To unlock one, you have to collect 5 Sonic points in the track, and after you win the race, you must win the duel against one of the characters you're gonna unlock. For Eggman, you just have to be first place at Radiant Emerald. The tracks always have an R at the beginning of the name. Resort Island is your typical green hill type track. Radical City looks like some sort of a version of Starlight Zone. Rigo Ruin is like the ancient Egyptian ruins. Reactive Factory is probably Eggman made. Radiant Emerald is fucking Rainbow Road! The tracks have shortcuts, loops, and water around them. And no, you can't jump while underwater. Why? There's also boost floors which cost rings. The higher the ring count, the longer you go faster, though the maximum to pay is 50 rings. The tracks have a randomized time of day which can be adjusted in the options menu. Hell, there's a snow option that can freeze the water. I can safely say that the graphics in the Gems version, which is based off the PC version, is better than the Saturn version. Which is saying a lot because the Saturn version has a short draw distance, blocky textures, and warping. I can forgive that, though the graphics are dated, judging by the character models. So that was Sonic R. It's mediocre. The music is good, albeit out of place. The controls suck, the graphics are a bit dated, and the replay file is a bit short. You can just complete it in an hour or 2, or in less than 40 minutes. That's how short it is. And the reward for completing it is just a group photo with all the Chaos Emeralds followed by credits. Nothing of interesting here. I'll give Sonic R 2 focuses out of 5.